Larry will probably sit there if he's here. There he is.
This is very official.
So, no, it is. It's a little intimidating, but it'll be good. So basically, each topic there will be a motion and a second to put the topic on the table, and then once there's a second, then you open it up for discussion. So now, in the case of things that don't require like a decision or a vote, like just updates, then you can say, okay, are there any updates from the fundraising committee? Are there any updates from the social committee?
So Daryl can't make it, and Katie is going to be joining remotely.
Okay.
So I was hoping that Daryl would run that, and sounds like I might have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Katie's coming remotely?
Yes.
All right, so she won't be able to chair it. All right, so what do you do?
I know. I haven't done that before.
Okay. Oh God.
Who wants it?
Oh, Randy.
Oh no.
Are you good? Yeah. So do you have a printed?
Sarah's bringing the printed version.
Okay, I can print it too. Larry, how are you? Pretty good.
So
Hey, your seat for you. You want to sit there?
here, no. Oh yeah. Kathy's coming to run. I would think too. So
I'm lost. I don't.
So Katie asked us to call.
Oh, well. Should I sit in on?
There's 5 of us here, and we just have her not join. Okay.
That would be a good idea.
If there are 5 of us here, do you still want to join, or do you want us to just update you later?
Hi, Larry.
Nice.
Yes.
See, as liaison, I did not realize that. I'm Larry Minor, and you live in.
Randy.
You're Randy, and you are?
Meg.
Meg.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you in charge of this, or am I?
You're in charge. I can help.
You can tell me what to do?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not difficult.
So if you, we can't talk about something until it's been seconded, is that right?
I think it's,
Yeah, I'll walk you through. I'm going to print the agenda and then I'll
Okay,
walk you
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Perfect. You can take notes.
Time limit.
I need a copy too.
Yeah, we're perfect.
Since I'm
I'm hungry.
I know. I'm starving. I had
They
some
can-
pistachios beforehand.
They'll have a discussion on something and then, you could ask, does anyone want to make a motion that whatever they've been discussing, is voted on, like, we're going to do this or not do it. And then you make the motion, or somebody makes the motion, and then they'd have to have a second. And then you can call for the vote, and somebody out there will count it.
Do we have to do a roll call, or can we just hear?
I would, this is kind of a formal meeting, actually, I would guess. I mean, it's like
I'm taking notes here.
a real meeting,
Okay.
Hi, Ron. Hello.
Are you Michelle?
Yes.
Okay.
For today.
And you're Dale?
Yes,
Mhm.
for today.
and I'm Larry, but I'm not on your committee. But anyway, I don't think I should even be up here,
There's enough.
When Katie calls in, just make sure to put the speaker kind of near one of these 2 microphones.
So if we have 5 here, do we need to have Katie?
No.
Okay, she said her reception's terrible, so it might just be
Okay,
more
so
of a
the
half.
problem is, we're not voting members.
Right, no,
You've
we
got
have
2 more.
got Sarah and.
Oh, 2 more
Katie,
coming.
so we can
Perfect.
make- yeah.
Okay, great. Great.
If we need to, we'll include.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I guess I need one too now that I'm.
So what?
I need one too, now that I'm sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so basically at 6, well, as soon as we have the 5, call the meeting to order, and then you'll ask for a motion and a second to approve last meeting's minutes. Then you'll do you don't have to do a roll call vote on that. You can just do all in favor, say aye. All opposed, say nay. And then you'll say the motion carries. If anybody has any edits for the minutes, that's the time to state it, so that the minutes can be edited if necessary, and then you'll agree on the edits. And then for committee reports, you don't need to have a motion or a second or anything from there. Fundraising, you don't really need anything from there. New business, nothing from there. So the only thing that you want to do is if there is a decision that has to be made that isn't obvious, that isn't like a normal pro forma, unlock the door and turn the lights on kind of thing, then you'll have to have a motion. And then I'll sit here, if you have questions, I'll just... Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, it's goofy that it's this formal, but like the state law and the Open Meetings Act are so strict, and they think that this protects the public, which it does in many ways, but with committees like these where business isn't actually getting transacted, it almost seems like a little bit of overkill. But
I feel like we should be in powdered wigs or something.
You don't even mind? I got one in the back.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I might giggle when we do this.
So when I do the roll call, do I have to call everyone's
Yes.
name even if they're not here?
No, just the people who are, well, yes, you should go through each name and then say, present. Yeah, it's very official.
But I don't have to be.
No, you could put it in minutes that like non-voting people are here.
When we call our names, we have to
Here? Oh, for
Yes.
present, Kevin's back.
Either one.
What'd you say there?
Either one, here or present.
So, anybody hear anything about Daryl? I mean,
He's back, like he said, he was hoping that there'd be enough.
he'd be what?
He would rather be home if he can be, but he's got to be down.
But it's operational, okay? And everything?
I think there's more to be done.
Okay.
Oh, he had surgery.
He has some procedures. He has to go back for more.
Heart issue. I think that he was gonna take.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a second warning and give the city council. I'm about to turn the live stream on, so we're rolling and these microphones are hot.
We're still waiting. One more person?
I heard Chick-fil-A ran out of food in an hour. That's pretty good. Yeah, they want to come back.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. I heard Larry ate all the Chick-fil-A food. Were you down there for the food truck at all?
We were down there, but we didn't know that.
I was unexpected, I don't think they knew that.
Was this every day or just today?
It was just.
Yes, Monday. It was Monday for the opening.
I don't think Kristen really knew until that day either, so that was kind of a fun
Yeah,
surprise.
it wasn't, we didn't know for sure. As soon as they called us here, we're like, okay, yeah, go ahead, and then we put it online. But
Yeah, that was awesome.
figured news travels so fast here anyway. It's not like, yeah. Yeah, it was easy to get the word out. A couple people came in and we said, hey, Chick-fil-A's coming, don't tell anybody. Yeah.
I gotta write names down. I'm getting too old. What's your first?
Randy, R-E-N-D-I.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
And your last name?
Timmerman.
Timmerman? You're the vice president of, well,
Just today.
who's the vice president?
Katie Bucket.
Oh, she's not here?
Yeah, she's out of town.
My goodness.
Start with me.
Should we text Sarah?
She's, okay, that's fine.
Maybe she stayed back to print stuff, because I don't know if we could print it.
Yeah. That's right, it's hard for, I've got some mulligatawny soup waiting for me at home. It's like the Indian soup with the yellow curry, so good.
We'll move through this quick.
I'm, no rush, really, that's fine, whatever.
Kathy, you guys did such a nice job on getting those markers.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, I had to take you guys around.
that was
Finish
a
off on Sunday.
lot of work.
Yeah.
This is all, I put sunblock on Saturday,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just got burnt, and then this is from leaning my elbow on the pool desk. Yeah, just leaning there, it was just, you know, we had hats on and everything, and even
Yeah.
Sunday, Dean says, I have to go and get out the sun. He did all the
How did you
measurements.
guys finish it?
I said to Joyce, let's just, no, Joyce wasn't there Sunday, it was Dina, I said, let's just, and Cindy, I said, let's just finish it and get it done.
Thank you so much.
No, you're gonna be part of the committee, and, yeah, it was so hot though, heat does not bother, we don't even have our air on yet. I know.
Wow. You are.
I'm with you, I like it.
I like my windows
Yeah.
open. I mean, we shut it up during the day and then open it up at night. We have ceiling fans and all the rooms, and our house is pretty cool with a lot of shade.
Mm.
So, I know even today, Dean, I was out pulling weeds and in the garden, and I came in to drench, and he goes, should we turn the air on? And I'm like, no, just give me a few minutes under the ceiling fan. It's kind of a stubbornness too.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay the bill, and I want to be strong, you know, I can do this. As they haul you off to the emergency room.
Right. I know, we worked on, what day was it? Thursday?
Every day was
What day
down,
was
wasn't it?
No, it was Saturday we were down there. It took forever to get even just 5 of them done. Just by the time you move it, let it dry.
Yeah.
move it, and-
There are stems, I'll pick up, the Manchester Science people didn't understand me,
Yeah.
but we are,
We have
stencils are ready.
Awesome.
And I said, just give me a quote, and when they get it done, and he must have misunderstood me. So, hi Sarah. So anyway, I'll pick it up tomorrow, and go to the city, and we'll have our own.
Better than a whoopee cushion, right?
You're making a bad chair. You made a big bang when I sat
Oh,
down.
I didn't switch them on.
You don't have to bang with me, but you can throw it in.
Okay.
I wanna hear
All right,
that.
we're gonna call the meeting to order. Do a roll call. Kara? Daryl? Meg? Here. Kathy?
Here.
Katie? Ron?
Here.
Sarah? Here. Can we,
You're the boss.
all right, can we do an approval of last meeting's minutes? All in favor? No? I
No,
have a
you
motion.
say a motion, yes, can I get a motion and a
to approve
second?
last meeting.
And then somebody can say so moved, like as the opening motion.
So moved.
Very good.
Do we have the minutes? I mean, or you sent them out, didn't you? That's right, I'm sorry.
And then somebody has to second them.
I second.
Discussion?
Yeah, then you ask for if there's any updates or edits.
Okay, any updates or edits to the agenda?
No, to the minutes.
Or to the minutes? All right, and then an approval for today's agenda?
No, do you want to do the minutes
You
vote
have to
first?
vote, yeah.
That's okay, slow down, it's cool. You just say, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Okay, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Right, those two aren't paying attention, so you might have to hit the gavel.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right, and then you say all opposed, say nay,
All opposed, say nay.
and then you say the motion carries.
Motion carries.
Beautiful, good job.
Alright, and then as far as the agenda,
So, yes, you could, technically you should do the agenda as is before the minutes, but yeah, you can say approve the agenda as is. And I'm gonna start numbering these, like, I think the way that Daryl's got them, I'll just put them in a different order.
that's
That's
helpful,
fine.
thank you.
Sure.
Okay. So,
I move that we approve today's agenda. Someone needs a second.
I second it.
alright, thank you.
Need a vote or discussion, I suppose, no.
Alright,
Need a vote.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Alright, all against, say nay. Alright, motion carries. Alright, so the first item is committee reports. Does anyone from the committees have any reports to get back after the weekend? Starting of the pool opening?
I just heard it was very full. I had to work Monday, but everyone said it was very full, and went really well, is what I heard.
Yes, Kristen said that it was packed on Monday. I know they had to close a little bit early because of the
Yeah, the
weather,
weather,
but
yeah.
Do you have any reports on Tuesday, or?
I was down there on Tuesday, it was a little less packed, which is totally normal. And then, but it was still pretty well attended when I was down there. We'll look at the numbers like once a week, so we can pull it from the cash register and see how many
That's right.
people came in and, yeah.
all right, so I guess just to update, because certification took place on Saturday, there were 12 lifeguards that got certified, so we now have 14 total certified lifeguards. I know Kristen had the schedule done for the first 2 weeks, and everyone is updated on that, so some good coverage over the 4th as well. Any updates on fundraising or fundraising ideas? I think you guys have talked about that.
Yes, Sarah and I were able to just kind of chat about some ideas about fundraising. We came up with several good ideas, I think, some of which can take place during the summer and some of which can take place outside of the pool season to keep the hype for the pool up. So we can just kind of briefly tell you some ideas that we had. And do you want to cover the non-pool season ideas, like your puzzles and stuff like that?
You can do the pool one first.
Okay, cool. So the ones that we thought would be a really great idea for during the pool season, one was a dive-in movie theater where we have like a night swim for maybe more like junior high school aged kids. And we have a bunch of floaties, and we bring in a projector and a screen, and we show a movie while they float in the pool. And there'd be like glow sticks and Christmas lights, and really jazz it up and make it fun for the kids. Obviously, admission to an event like that would be higher, and that's what we would bring in a little more revenue for the pool. And then we had an idea for like a summer Olympics type situation where we incorporate things like floaty races along with maybe a cornhole tournament and maybe a pickleball tournament, almost kind of like a triathlon of different events down in the Campbell Park area, just once again to bring in money for the pool. And then another idea, and obviously we can't do all of these this year, but another idea we thought of was, and actually Sarah thought of it, was canoe battleship, which my family has 2 canoes, so we could put the canoes in the pool and they use buckets to try to fill each other's canoes up and dump each other. There would be like a team admission fee for something like that. Again, bringing in a little
Should have
more.
done that for strawberry days.
Yeah, maybe next
Yeah.
year. But those were kind of the ideas that we had for during the swim season. And if we really put our work to it, we could possibly get one of those ready for July. And
Can I throw in one thing?
Yes.
For the night swim, legally, we're supposed to have underwater lights if there's swim after dark.
Okay.
And those lights are about $10,000 to install. The ones that we have don't work.
Oh.
That's why there hasn't been nighttime hours. But something like this could go for a fundraiser for that. Like if you want to tie things together with things that need improvements that aren't necessarily on the capital improvement plan, that might be a nice tie-in for. So I think we could probably get away with it. Because legally, we're supposed to be able to see the bottom of the pool no matter what time it is.
Is there such a thing as maybe we can rent some lights just for that night?
Probably
water
not. They're pretty specific. They go in. But I think what I'm saying is, if we have enough lifeguards and people in the pool, we could probably get away with it for a night and have it not be a big deal. Or start the movie maybe when it's not pitch black, but we can still kind of see some twilight. There's a gray area.
I think we can get some light in there if we have to. I mean, some kind of light.
That sounds like something you want to look into. Yeah, we can look into it. I haven't seen any rentable underwater
I
pools.
didn't say it had to be underwater. You said
No, they have to be underwater. Yeah, I know that. Believe me, the rules are ridiculous, but yeah, they have to be underwater so that
You can see the bottom.
you can see people on the bottom and floaters and stuff like that. Yeah. But anyway, we can look into it and see if it's possible. And I could get a clarification on the law and see if there's some wiggle room, or we can just do it and just do it around twilight where we can say, hey, we can still see. Yeah.
So some non-summer stuff that I just kind of brainstormed, like a trivia or bingo night is something we could do in the winter time when people have a little less busy schedules. But maybe utilizing Robin Cowell's new party room or the Civic Center or something just to get people together for a night, not a big commitment type thing, but do trivia and have teams and prizes and whatnot. I don't know if you'd have a fee attached to that type situation or just have it as
a free will offering.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get more money with free will than you
Right.
do with a set parameter too.
Yeah. So we can look ahead to that. The other thing, I'm drawing a blank now. Oh, that's what. Okay. So I've been keeping my ears open about other surrounding towns and what they do. And Independence did this really fun fundraiser and they called it Puzzles, Beer, and Pizza. So there was a team of 4 people, and between the 4 of them, each person had to drink 12 ounces of something, whether it was beer, pop, or water.
Yeah.
Okay, so each person had 2 drinks, and then so that person had to finish their 2 drinks, and then as a team they had to finish 1 pizza, which they just got their pizza from Casey's, and then you have a 500-piece puzzle. And the first person, or the first team to finish all of that got a prize. And they had a great turnout.
What do they call it?
They just called it Puzzles, Beer, and Pizza.
Oh, that's
We could totally change the name, but
No, I think it's
that's something that wouldn't have too much overhead or it wouldn't take too much to do, and they had a great turnout. I think they charged $20 a team, maybe even 40, I don't know.
And we could always, to appeal to teenagers and stuff, we can replace it with sodas.
Yeah, change the name to be not
Change
just
it to
that, because there were people, not all adults drink alcohol either, but it was an option.
Yep.
So, yeah, you had to finish 2 drinks, a whole pizza, and the puzzle.
That sounds like fun.
Just keeping my ears open for other things.
I love it. That's fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I think, was that all?
Did you, as far
I
as
think for the off season.
Okay.
fundraisers, didn't you have to have a purpose for each fundraiser you do?
I mean, that's up to.
You can just label it almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have a purpose because people know, they might want to fund one thing over another. But no, I mean, it can all go toward the pool or or maybe you can specify if you want it to go toward operations, or if you want it to go towards, capital improvements, so on and so forth. Obviously, at some point when the facility needs to get redone or modified, those will be much bigger funding portfolios, and, we'll have, some bigger, down payment maybe for a bigger facility at some point in the future. So, that's really up to you. I think to your point, though, they're more successful when you have something specific.
I think it'd be
Well, maybe
easy.
have it for the underwater lights,
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be hard to
Not
find
there.
a purpose.
Yeah.
Very good mention of chairs too, you had.
Oh, do you want that under the part?
Yeah, maybe just since we're talking about fundraising.
Okay, I reached out to somebody and, there's a committee that wants to, or club, sorry, that wants to donate $25 to go towards pool chairs.
Okay.
Oh, we need some.
So, I was trying to look into some pool chairs. Them things are expensive for just a piece of plastic. But I tried, I don't know if we can reach out to other pools and see where they get theirs, but we gotta find a picture or a product or something that we want. That way, if I have more committees and clubs and other people that wanna donate money, we have a,
Yeah. Well, those plastic ones, those cheap plastic Adirondacks are all chipped up. I mean, they blow with the drop of a hat. One thing we talked about when we were working down there Monday was the patio umbrellas. The lifeguard ones are in good shape, but the other ones are just junk. And it was, someone said because no one made sure they were shut down at night or put away, then storms come and everyone. But I looked up purchasing those to see what we could get to have 4 new of those. So that would be a need, and maybe we could put out not a GoFundMe, but I don't know what's apropos.
This is what we're aiming for.
Yeah, but we need 4 of those really badly.
When Sarah and I were chatting, we talked about how maybe it would be kind of a good idea to appeal to our community businesses to say, like, hey, would you be interested in sponsoring a
That's a good
chair?
idea.
And then if they sponsor a chair, maybe at the pool we can hang a sign with their business name on it
Yeah.
or something, just to,
Or even the
try to-
umbrellas too.
Yes.
Shade courtesy of.
Yeah.
Farmers
Yes.
Band.
Yeah. Never had the idea.
Let's just call Mark Ryan and tell him to buy 4, right?
Yes, exactly.
yeah, so I can keep researching chairs and
Awesome.
stuff and.
I'll look at them, I'll look some more at umbrellas too, and
So, I do have a question. The chairs, like, I feel like I remember when I was little going to the pool, the chairs were like I don't even know what they're made out of. They weren't hard plastic, they kind of had like a rubber thing across them.
Tubing type.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. So
Were
they're
they
flexible,
laying
they're
down
comfortable,
ones?
like you could stick your hand through them and
Yeah,
fall
yeah,
through 'em.
yeah.
But now they're the hard plastic, so I just don't know what would be the
Yeah.
better. I was gonna try to find both, but I found way too many, I didn't know what to do. So.
Oh, mine has those, and it would be a good question for them about where they.
Do they have the flexible ones, not the
Yeah,
plastic?
yes, they're comfortable.
Yeah, I think they're a lot more comfortable than the plastic ones, but maybe they don't hold up as.
Needs to be a good question for
Yeah.
them.
Okay, I'll reach out to them.
Any updates on old business?
Yeah, there's some mechanical stuff. So the heat exchange on the heater for the splash pad was broken. It's about $2,000 to replace the part, or $4,000 to replace the whole thing. So we decided to just replace the whole thing. So that's getting installed sometime this week, hopefully. And that's expected. Like, we knew that was kind of on its last legs, and so we weren't surprised when it fired up and didn't work. So,
Has
but
the splash pad been out of commission this time?
it was open because the water was warm anyway, because it's been so hot, and it's only a few inches of water. So the water's been like around 80 degrees anyway. So it was like the best time for it to break down.
Was it closed Monday?
Just Monday.
Just Monday.
Yeah. And then obviously when they're working on it, it'll probably be closed. Just if they have to cycle like super hot water through it at first, we don't want anybody to get burned. Everybody did, or I just want to get it on the record, everybody did such a great job, like at the pool. I can't believe like how much better it looked just in the couple of days that people were working on it. Like, it really was a transformation, and it's given a little wind even to the staff who, like imagine the staff that just looks at that pool year after year after year and sees it get older and older and older. It was nice to see people in the community like working together to get that area ready to go. So that's, it was really good. And then, I think that's it. Pickleball court's not quite related, but related to some of these fundraising ideas. That was supposed to get fixed on Friday and never got fixed because of the rain. So they're going to try to come next week and fix it depending on the weather. So as you put those, maybe the Summer Olympic Games together, know that may or may not be in a state of repair when you want to do that. And I think that's it on our end. Oh, I built a way for people to buy pool passes, like season passes online using a credit or a debit card. That's something we haven't had before, so, that's on the website. We put it on Facebook. We have been selling passes through there. Kristen and Cynthia, I call her Cynthia because that's what's on the, that's what's on her face. So they're trained on it. They know to look for, those member passes when they come in because people can either pick them up here or they can pick them up at the pool. So that's all done, and then all of those passes are in just one database. And then the other thing is, like I said, the food truck was very successful on Monday. They're going to come back in August. That's the Chick-fil-A. That's a national brand. It's kind of a really big deal to come to such a small city. But they were really excited. They drove in from Waterloo and was very, very happy with the turnout. So, and then I know that Kristen has been looking for other food trucks, and so we're going to build a database of food trucks. And that way we can mass email them if we have an opening. And as long as we stick to like Tuesdays, none of the other area restaurants are open on Tuesdays, and so it doesn't cause, in a very small town where there's just a lot of competition for customers, we don't want to stack a food truck on a night when one of the restaurants is open. So let's target Tuesdays. If the truck absolutely can't do a Tuesday and it has to be another night of the week, totally fine as long as it's not the norm.
Maybe just making sure to avoid like when Embers kind of closed lunch on
Is that
Tuesdays, maybe kind of towards the beginning of
Embers is
that.
closed on Mondays.
Yeah.
So we could do, but Rod and Kel's is open. So Tuesday evening, like Tuesday after lunch is the time that nobody is open except for Subway. And then the other thing is too, if we can put it down by the pool, I think that having a food truck down by the pool will actually be a draw for the pool rather than the other way around, So the more of those we can get and get them on the schedule. Oh, and then we also give Kristen access to be able to just put the food truck right on the city schedule on the website. So like no bureaucracy in getting it scheduled, and she just has to type in the information and it'll go right on there. So those will be good. Hopefully we can get some.
One for a fundraiser, what about having our own grill and stuff down there?
It gets into a gray area, selling food. Not something the city would want to put its name on.
We're selling food now.
We're selling prepackaged food that's not handled in any raw form by any of us. So it's just an insurance thing. We would have to get a whole new level of insurance to be able to, work with raw food. I mean, I would love to do it. I love cooking for lots of people, but that would be, the insurance company would not be happy with that. Unless we're buying more insurance, then they'd be really happy.
Give them 10%.
What was that?
Give the insurance 10%.
I know, right? But with that said, there are other, there's other restaurants in town that have grills. So if somebody who has a food service establishment and all the licensure that goes along with that, they could certainly go down and put a grill down there and make sausages or hamburgers or whatever, people want. Hot dogs, I think, would be super popular, especially with younger people, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of hot dogs around here. So I don't know if that's, like where I come from, hot dogs are like part of your weekly diet. So, yeah.
I just had a quick, it's not about food, unusual for me, but anyway. Some people, when Joyce and I worked in there, she said, down by the pickleball court, the trimming needs to be done really badly, and then up by the pool too, like around that guard. Is the mower doing the trimming, or?
Yeah, like our mowing is on a weekly schedule. It's always right after these massive rains where things just tend to grow up and get a little more aggressive. So I'll let the guys know tomorrow.
Yeah, it just looked, she said it was really kind of rough getting down to the pickleball court. There's just, the weeds were knee-high and stuff. I didn't walk down there, so I don't know about it in person.
I was there yesterday. I didn't notice anything strange.
I just think around the front of the pool, it'd be nice to have that cleaned up. And secondly, we were wondering about how long the splash pad has been there, and wondering the paint on the equipment is really rough looking, especially on the arch.
Yeah.
Which, it's a metal piece or something, and of course you couldn't paint it with water in it, but wondering about, is there any blowback on that we could go back to the company and say, wow, look at this, or is it past time, or can you even do that?
It's way past time where there would be any warranty on it, and it's pretty par for the course. Like, there's no shade over there whatsoever, so that stuff is in the sun all the time, and then the chlorine in the water bleaches everything that it touches. So, we could ask the guys in the off season, like maybe once we turn the water off, if it's possible to paint it, or before next season. But then I know like the paint ships coming off and going into the filter is a big issue, so they tend to not want to paint stuff that's in the water. So it's one of those.
So we could look at it in off season.
We could look at it.
See what the variables are.
Yeah.
Something I was thinking about, and you just jogged my memory, Kathy, talking about not having shade. That concrete area that's kind of fenced off to the side there.
Where the baby pool used to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if we invested, obviously this might be a fundraiser, but if we invested in like some sunshade or something that like swimmers could get out of the sun and get under some protection.
I thought there was some effort towards raising money for that in the past. Was it through Parks and Rec, or was it something different? I'll have to check with previous people. That was something that they were wanting to do, but I don't know where that stands. Maybe I'll check in with that.
I haven't heard that. And it could be as simple as a heavy duty pergola with like maybe just like white fabric. Above it. Like, it doesn't have to be super fancy or that expensive.
Right. Well, have you seen those, like, they're like taut, like sunshades?
Yeah.
And they're not that expensive.
They're not that expensive.
for my house.
I mean, we might need to like pour some concrete, put some holes in or something to hold them. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do that. If we can, so put the idea together. It doesn't have to wait till the next meeting, and if we can squeeze it in the budget to get one of those and, put a couple of poles in, that shouldn't be that hard.
Moms would rather kids.
Kind of working a little bit backwards. I just wanted to second what you said earlier with like the volunteers. I mean, we really had some amazing turnout. We set out 3 days on Son of Genius, and we got everything except for the depth markers painted in those 2 days. Everything else got done. We got all the bathrooms cleaned, painting of the benches, picnic table, like everything was done in such a short time. We had really, really great help. So I just want to make sure to note that it was definitely a team effort, and it was very successful. So.
Well, thanks for all the paperwork, the work you do online, because it just takes a big load off of all of us that don't want to do that.
Please only mess this up. Okay. Well, any new business, I guess?
I guess one more question I had is about just aesthetics for the pool. We had asked, I can't remember who it was that was there working on pool stuff. Might have been a city worker, but we had said something about maybe mulching, like around the trees, or just something to make that entrance look a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
And mulch is not okay at the pool.
Right.
That's what they told us too.
He says it blows into the pool.
Yeah.
I never would think mulch would blow that.
Well, we mulched,
I think
maybe it's a new thing,
though.
we mulched the whole time I was a lifeguard.
Yeah, it just looks so scraggly with that bare soil, you know.
Well, maybe we can
I
talk
think it was
to Kevin
more
last
size
then.
and blowing across and blowing in.
Or
Yeah.
If I remember.
price
the
of
experience,
rock,
I can't
you know,
remember exactly.
rock would be perfect.
What about landscaping rocks, like big boulders?
Yeah, oh,
Like instead, those won't blow anywhere.
Yeah,
that's true.
Would that work?
Sure.
Here's the problem, I'm just being perfectly honest with you, between me and the two city guys, like, as far as landscaping goes, we have zero taste. Like, yeah, I can't grow, I try, plants I try to grow, they all die, I'm terrible with exterior stuff, so, if rocks would work, we could buy some rock, some of the bigger landscaping stones and put them there.
Well, could we check with Kepler Landscaping and
Sure.
see if maybe they'd give us some kind of a discount to just bring the load of rock and we put it out ourselves?
Yeah.
I can find some
we just
high
put out-
school hunks, they
Yeah.
can go out to some of my fields and just take loads of rock. I got tons.
Yeah.
I got big ones, I got small ones, I just need somebody to go pick them up.
Yeah, big ones.
And those would be free. You can take them.
Well, we talked about, somebody said not painting the pool house, the bathhouse, but in the front, there's a big chunk of paint missing by the outdoor bathrooms. So Joyce and I were just gonna this week go paint that section, if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah.
It just kinda,
Oh, sure,
Thank you.
it looks awful, it looks terrible.
Can you turn it into a strawberry?
Maybe we could, maybe we could. That'd be kinda cool.
Yeah.
We can try that, okay, I'll call Joyce and see if she can get on that. That was a stencil. Yeah, okay. I'm about done with stencils in my whole life. I know, that's the worst job.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder than it looks, that's for sure.
That's just spray paint.
Yeah, well, that's what I talked to the Park and Rec Manchester guy, he said that's where they got theirs from, Manchester Signs, and he says he lays them down, spray paints, and they don't save theirs, they throw them away. And they're durable plastic, I talked to the Manchester Sign guy, and he said, yeah, you can use them for years.
Oh.
But Doug at Manchester, they throw them away.
Oh my goodness.
goodness.
So he said, yeah, next year he goes, lay them, tape them down, the guy from the sign company, and then just pull them right up, then they don't have the sense to get underneath, get paint on them, and then that's what's causing some of the problems too with the
Yeah.
blurring of the lines.
I know.
Yeah. Ugh. My shade of, my type of apple.
Kind of talked, I guess, about the evaluating the pool opening successes and that kind of thing. We'll know more, I mean, it's only been
Yeah.
day 3 here today, so we'll know more by the next time that we meet. We'll have
Yeah.
one day. I think
It would-
Kristen will hopefully join us next time.
It would be good if the committee could think about, like, what does a successful season look like? Because, as you'll see, like, attendance will go up, it'll go down, depending on the weather, depending on schedules and sports and all this stuff. So it would be good, I'm a big fan of having goals and having numbers, and if you reach those numbers, it's considered a success. If you're near those numbers, it's almost a success. If there's a number that, where the committee would look at it and be like, okay, we should be investing in a pool, like whatever that looks like. So, and I don't know what those numbers are because I don't have the historical data. I have going back 3 or 4 years, and the numbers have been dwindling, precipitously for the last 4 seasons. And so it would just be good to kind of have the committee establish a goal, like this is the total number of people that we want on an annual basis, or for the season. If it was 5,000 individuals, obviously not unique individuals, like 5,000 total. So just something to think about so that we're not, like at the end of the season, we want to be able to congratulate everybody or say, okay, we put a lot of effort into this, what do we need to do differently to get more people?
Are we tracking day-to-day
Yeah.
use? Okay, so we know our numbers already.
It's in the register, so we'll check the number, I'll have a spreadsheet, after the first week, we'll put the first week's numbers on there, and then, each, week we'll update it. I'll share that with everybody.
We'll be going to a monthly meeting then of the pool committee or continue after this one?
I think so.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's stuff that you guys can do, like, we don't need to have a formal meeting to get chairs, we don't need a formal meeting to put a fundraiser together. If there's ideas, just call us, we're happy to work with everybody and make it happen. You know, the committee is really longer thinking, longer term thinking, longer term fundraising. And once you get this season underway, you know, really the focus has to be toward moving forward.
I know we have on here posting pool hours and fees, but I think that you had been working on that.
Yeah,
Maybe posted those already.
Yeah, the hours are posted on the web. The website has a dedicated page for the pool. It has the hours, the lap swim hours, the rates, and then a form to be able to buy a season pass there on the website. So try to make it as easy as possible for people to buy their passes.
And then did we print those to post other places in town, or?
The posters are being printed, and then, yeah, they'll probably be done by tomorrow. I think we're gonna print 4 and laminate them, and, you know, we'll put one down at the library, we'll put one here at City Hall, we'll probably put one at the post office, and then there'll be one for the pool.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
That should get everybody, you know, everybody in town should cycle through one of those places. You know, once a
Library?
week. Yeah, library.
All right, well, that is everything from the agenda. Is there any other discussion about any of the things we talked about so far?
You know, we used to have water aerobics. Is that something maybe what's her name would do again? Or do we have time or space for that?
I don't know, because I don't know if it's something they can do during lap swim, if there's
Yeah.
space available for it, or
For-
not for a water aerobics, but I think they wanted the pool open from 1 to 7 for the kids.
So what was the gal that ran that?
Yeah.
Lorna Shekels, yeah.
Yeah, maybe just encourage her to talk to.
Because I know
and see.
Edgewood has it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 5 every night.
Okay.
And that might be another draw, for the pool.
Yeah, maybe it'd be good for Lorna to talk with Kristen and just
Are
see if
they
there's anything they
having-
can work out.
Swim team at all this year?
No.
Too late?
I don't
No, I
know,
don't think
yeah, I
so.
don't think so. I think they plan to be in Alcator
Yeah.
already before.
From what I've heard, and I haven't heard any plans for that to change. Right, and then is there anything from the city end that you guys feel needs to be improved or changed? Like, is everybody satisfied with everybody working together?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was great, and I think,
Okay.
you know, Garrett and Eric were helpful, like there was some
Oh, they were just
ticket table
super
issues, and they came right
friendly
on.
and
Yeah.
helpful every time you were down there. They just,
Yeah, they were on top of it. I mean, I think
yeah, oh, yeah, it's
Great.
awesome.
everything was good from that end.
Good.
All right,
Then you need a motion to adjourn and a second,
Motion that we adjourn
Seconded.
all right.
and then
discussion.
all in favor, discussion. Usually you don't discuss the adjournment. Yeah.
All in favor to adjourn?
I was gonna ask time and place at next meeting, since that's,
Oh, yeah,
will be not 2 weeks from
Oh,
now.
no, I'm not sure.
We're all online, there's been a vote.
We should talk about it, we don't have everybody.
All right, so just to be determined.
To be
Okay.
determined.
All right,
And-
hold on, I'm gonna turn the
And all
camera.
meetings will be here now, right?
Yes, here.